don't think mo am bo Genoveva Umeh. I'm me finkili. So bo na choy in them na film. Just join on Netflix. Type your Blood Sisters. Bam. Enjoy. Kiliben jebe.
Okay, so I don't know what I just said.
So basically, I said, hi, my name is Genoveva Umeh. I'm an actor. If you want to watch me on a film, go to Netflix and watch Blood Sisters. Enjoy. How do I feel when people address me by my character name? I feel like it's lit. Like I played a character that's memorable, you know. So that's like, it's a huge compliment. It's a huge compliment to my craft, and it's also a huge compliment to the character. Like, it made an impact. Like, it affected you so much. You remember me as a character. Hi. Well, of course, yeah. It's nice. It's nice. Thank you. I feel so blessed. I feel so blessed that Blood Sisters is really making an impact. It's good for Nollywood. I can't believe that people love Timeyin, you know, like, and that's the character that I was so worried, because I felt like, you know, I'm playing a drug addict. I'm playing somebody that I feel like people would be like, oh my gosh, what she's doing is bad. I wanted to play her like somebody that was extremely flawed, and people have embraced her, and people have felt like, you know, she's the truth. Yes, Timeyin, go Timeyin. I love it. I'm so grateful. Thank you so much for loving it. And yeah, Blood Sisters is on Netflix. Go and stream it if you haven't. What are you waiting for? My parents motivate me. They are the most hardworking people and the most jovial people you ever meet. I think they have such light about them that, like, that light kind of like affects me, and their energy is like so great that, like, I kind of take on their energy as well. So I'd really love to make them proud. I'd really love for them to like retire early. Geez, like, if I could do that with, you know, with this gift, I would. So yeah, that motivates me. I love them to pieces. So growing up, I grew up in Enugu State. I felt like my childhood was so much fun. I felt like I was surrounded by a community, not only my parents looking after me, but like my next door neighbor, who kind of made me feel like I was part of their family. Going to school in the mornings, I'll go to my next door neighbor's house and we'll enter the B2 and we'll just go, we'll go to Command Day Primary School and go to Command Day Secondary School. So that's the kind of childhood I had. And I also had like my church down the road, St. Cyprian's. I'll never forget it. So yeah, it was nice. It was a nice community, nice growing up kind of environment. And then my parents were like, okay, we're moving to London, and then that's when it got interesting, because I entered this whole new world, and London was like new people, new places. There was this whole culture clash. I had my thick Igbo Nigerian accents, and I remember going to school the first day and somebody saying to me, what did you say? Like, what did you say? I said, my name is Genoveva. Your name, what did you say? Your name is Genoveva. And I remember going, let me tell, quick story. Okay. So I'm in class now, and I remember my teacher, like, we're doing textiles. My teacher was like, oh, everyone's like, we're doing, what are we doing? We're like kind of sewing pillows. We're making pillowcases. By the way, this is for in Nigeria, this is like completely different, because what is making pillowcases? If you buy them for Bena Select, I'm confused, So that we're doing DIY. Okay, cool, great. And then I become pressed and I really need to use the toilet. And because I'm so shy, I don't know how to tell anybody. I don't know how to call the teacher's attention. And I remember feeling like, okay, I don't know what I'm going to do. So I just like, okay, I'm just gonna leave. I'm new, so they're not gonna notice that I left, right? So I left, going to the toilet, got back, and now everybody's looking at me. They're staring at me, and I'm like, staring back. Now I'm terrified. And the teacher's like, where did you go? I said, I went to the toilet. From till today, there's one boy, yeah. Every time he sees me, he says, I went to the toilet. So yeah, so that was an interesting experience, like finally feeling like, oh, I'm a little different, I'm African, and being African really wasn't as celebrated or accepted as it is now. I'm glad that has changed, because Africa to the world, baby. It shocked me. That's literally the only thing I say. Like, how do I feel being nominated for an AMVCA? Crazy. Like, I was mind blown because I remember like just being in university and like being on my uni bunk bed and like supporting artists that were going to this event or were being nominated. I remember putting on my Instagram like AMVCA nomination 2020 I think. I was dreaming. I was really dreaming. I was really dreaming. So it's amazing to even be here and like to be experiencing it for myself. It just shows how far I've come. And if you're watching and you're like, I don't know, this is what I want to do. I want to be an actor. I want to win an award someday. I want to be recognized for my work. You can do it. It's not hard. It's not okay. You can do it. I'm not saying it's not hard, but you can do it. Like, you can do anything. If I can do it, you can do it. Trust me. Do you know what? I don't think so. Like, so you know how everybody like really complains about, traffic, I hate traffic, is long. The only time traffic affects me or like irritates me is like if I'm running late. That's the only time that I'm like, why didn't I plan enough? But if I'm in traffic for a long time, it doesn't really stress me. I'm doing a bunch of things on my phone. Not advisable, by the way, because stay safe. But like, yeah, it doesn't, I guess like I've chosen for it to not affect my mood. Otherwise I'll go mad. I'll just bah. What was my best moment filming Blood Sisters? People keep asking me that and I don't know how to say like this is my favorite moment, because for me it felt like every scene was like, I can't believe I'm doing this. I can't believe I'm playing this character that I love so much and that I've kind of prepared and poured so much into her. And yeah, I don't know if I have a favorite moment, but I do have a few favorite moments that I can talk about. So I love her entrance. She came in like, this is who I am. Either like it or love it or hate it. This is it. I'm like marmalade. You either have it or you don't. I love that scene. And then the scene where should I spoil it for you? Have you watched? You've not watched and you're here watching me. Can't watch. You're back. You watched. Okay, thank you. So the scene that I'm talking about, so she literally just returns from like rehab, right? That scene, I love that scene because she gets to like, it's like Timeyin reborn, it's like finally her taking charge of her life. And then the final scene where she like fully becomes the person that we all know she has just been brewing, So yeah, I love those scenes. Acting began for me when I discovered it in high school. Yeah, I discovered it in high school and it was like, oh my god, what is this subject? Like it was like my favorite subject. I would, we had it for 2 hours. Before that 2 hours, knack, like this, I'm already there. And I felt that was like when I knew I was like in love with this thing. And my teachers, I'll never forget Mr. Lee, Mrs. Atkins. Oh, Mrs. Atkins, she was like so amazing. We do all these plays. Eventually we got to like create our own work outside of school. And then I was like, yeah, I love this thing. And then I went to Identity School of Acting just as a side whilst I was studying for my A-levels. And then I got to meet Damson Idris. I got to perform with Damson Idris, audition with him. So like, yeah, acting began for me there. And I loved it. I loved it. Yeah, I loved it. I loved it. Do I watch myself? I think watching yourself comes with like age. Comes with like some sort of experience as well. So when I first started, I did not like to watch myself. I felt like I was cringe. I felt like I was doing literally I felt like I was so theoretical. But then the thing about watching yourself is that you know the truth. Nobody can help you improve more than yourself. So I think that watching yourself really does help you like improve. I think that's what I've found. I can watch myself now and think, oh yeah, I definitely could have done this here in this scene and definitely could have scrapped that or in this scene. So it's nice to watch yourself. It's good to watch yourself because you're more likely to learn from your own mistakes, and you're more likely to just get better. So I played Timeyin Ademola, who is a fierce young woman born into an affluent family. She has a lot of love to give. She has a big heart, but unfortunately, her parents or family don't want to accept that love. So she's always seeking for validation from them, and when she doesn't get that validation, she just goes to drugs and goes to different kinds of other things. She's just somebody that, like the rest of us, we always want to be loved and protected, and she wants people to care, and she wants people to support her. She wants to run her family's business. They don't trust her, especially her mother. Her mother doesn't trust her. Her mother thinks she is, you know the word. If you've watched it, you know the word I'm talking about, and that's not nice. So it's nice to have played someone that needs that much love, and it was important for me to protect her in the way that I did. Yeah, watch her. She's fierce, and she has some amazing lines in the film. Yeah, the entire cast of Blood Sisters, cast and crew, did the damn thing. We worked so hard, and you can see it when you watch it. So yeah, let us know how you felt about it. Let us know which parts you can relate to as an individual. And yeah, Upper Blood Sisters.
Was the character relatable to you personally?
So I'm fierce. I'm a risk taker. I feel like Timeyin is fierce and she's a risk taker. Do I feel like I seek validation or love from other people? Maybe not. Maybe with God I do. So it would have been nice if she had that kind of relationship with God, or if she had help, because she was a drug addict and she was. I didn't really say that the first time. Yeah, it would have been nice if she had that kind of support from her family because of her drug addiction, but she didn't have that. But I feel supported completely by my parents. I feel completely supported by my family. So yeah, it was nice. It broke me to actually play somebody like that, because there's a bunch of Timeyins out in the world who need the protection.